Okay, we are back with the fourth German player turn of OA20, The Revenge of the Greys. And we will start out with wind change. So no wind change, and we have rally phase. Germans will start with rallying this guy. Whoops. And he's happy. I forgot to remove pin since last time. We also have rally over here. And he is also happy. And then we are on to prep fire phase. Will not be much of that because we need to move here. So, but first we have the British leader here that wants to rally in the rally phase. And he's not happy, but he loses the end. So now we have German movement phase. And what to do here? The leader definitely needs to go and help with the melee. The crew will probably want to do likewise. As will the 447. So let's start out with this guy. So 1, 2, 3. Then I think we will go with the tank. And do he have any smoke? Yes, he does. But he wants to be moving, so he starts to move. To there for 1. And obviously, this guy will try a shot at him. So that would be +1, +2 for moving, and that's it. And +1 for small targets, so that's a +3, and it is acquisition, so that's a +2, so he hits on an 8 in the side. And that is a hit and rate of fire. So 75 have a to kill of 14. 14 versus 3 and 1 hex range. So he actually have 15 minus 3, so it's a 12 to kill him. And he is dead and not a wreck, not a burning wreck. 2 acquisitions and crew survival. And no crew survival. So that one is gone. And then this guy will do a assault move for 1. And obviously he will get shot by the same tank, but this time he fires the Coax machine gun for a 4 down 1. Since the wreck is still moving. So no effect, then he fires his main armament that still have rate. So that is a hit on a 9. That is a hit, but no no critical hit. And a 12 flat. And a 3 and a 12, that hurts. That is actually a K/3, so he's a half squad and takes a morale check with +3. So he's very much broken. But it is a German sniper though. No sniper. And then we have the last guy here, the crew. And he will have to try his best to do something. So he will go CX. No, he doesn't need that, so he goes for 1. Then he goes for 2. And 3, where we have this guy firing at him. So that's a 6 down 3 shot. So 1 check for the crew. And he breaks. And now my guess is that this is more or less over for the Germans, but we will play it out. So that was all movement and defensive fire for the British. So they will actually fire their gun 8 up 2 to there. And of course they get a critical hit on that. It's +1 button up, +2, +3 for the building, -3 for point blank and acquisition, so it's flat, and then it is a critical hit. So random selection for who gets the critical hit, and since it's a melee, all are eligible, so I will start with the British. It's a 2, the leader, a 5, and the squad a 5. So both Germans, of course, takes the critical hit. So it's a 24 down 2 and a 12 flat. So 12 flat, it's a 1 morale check for the British, and 6 on the 24 is a 4 morale check for the Germans. But we need to figure out, because this tank have the rate of fire factor in white, so he actually gets multiple hits, but I'm not sure whether it is if multiple hits is compatible with critical hits. So let's see. No, it's not. So it is 1 check and 4 morale check. I'll start with the 1 check for the British. And he breaks. And the 4 morale check for the leader. And he breaks. What's his ELR? ELR 3. So he passes that. And the squad with the 4 morale check, he is ELR'd. Like that. Okay. And I still have rate, but they don't want to shoot. Instead, he is in open ground, so he can use that to change his covered arc, and he will do so to there. And that's it for defensive fire phase, rout phase. So this guy, he will have to go somewhere. And he can actually route toward this. And he will reach it. Nobody can interdict him. This guy will route back there. And the ones in melee will withdraw. And we have advance phase for the Germans. So he goes into the melee. And we have close combat. This is pretty simple because they will just withdraw. And then we have this. So 1-to-1 Germans first. They miss, and the British. No. So the melee is ongoing. And here we have 3-to-2 for the Germans against both, and 1-to-2 for the British. Germans go first with the 3-to-2, and they actually succeed. So the mortar is gone. Both half squads is gone. It's sequential, and they get a leader creation with a -1, so they get a good order 8 -1. And they may withdraw from there. So they will go there. And then we are done with that. And as is obvious to everyone here, we only have 1/2 British player turn left, and they already have this building and 2 other buildings. And the Germans cannot take anything back. So we have a British win at the end of game turn 4. So that was an exciting fight. I think the Germans are in a little bit of trouble. The British have a strong force, but well, they can definitely pull it off. I actually missed the line of sight because the Sturmgeschütz that was up here actually had the line of sight to this vertex when the tank came up there and tried to sneak past that, but I didn't see it. So had that tank gone away there, it might have looked differently, because that would have been this guy, and he was a real pain in the ass for the guys defending the building here. Oh well, we will see what we come up with next. Eventually I will do the follow-up on this one. That is called Günther Strikes Back. But I don't know if that will be the next playthrough I do. But no matter, I hope I will see you in my next playthrough. Thank you. Bye bye.